What up, y'all? It's your boy LLQJ206 back again with another Chop Shop filmed by Sam J. I'm here with my lovely guests, Madison Shepard and Keenan Baker.
Okay, so first of all, you need to learn how to write a booking request in general. Like, you want somebody to argue shit. You very casual. I know we're friends. We're old-time friends. You know, this family. But also, you just hit me with the, are you free from 12 to 2 today? And I'm like, okay, does that mean, like, you need me to help you move? You need me to take you to the doctor? Do you need somebody to run lines with you?
I agree 100%.
Like, so that's why I didn't tell you if I was or was not available,
right,
so
no.
that you could clarify what you
that.
wanted my time for.
And I
love you, so I said yes. I would say yes pretty much regardless, but I wasn't going to say yes outright. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
And I get that. I see you rocking your hat, Comedy's Life.
Oh, this is not mine.
It's not yours.
It's a comedian named Hannibal Thompson.
Hannibal
Thomas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says right here. Actually, I didn't take the hat off because I didn't shave, but his name is right there.
Hannibal Thompson. Zoom in.
Yeah.
How do you feel about merch?
I love it. It's if you a feature, get merch.
Do you have merch?
Yeah.
What's your merch?
My merch is I have two different shirts. One shirt is Your Story Matters.
Uh-huh.
And then the other shirt is
All Lives Matter. No, I'm joking.
All stories matter. But so Your Story Matters, because I tell a lot of stories on stage. Mm-hmm. And then my other one is from a joke that I have. Never stop reaching for your goals. And then it's from a joke that I do. So I think T-shirts especially. Somebody told me to get on wristbands, but I think T-shirts are crucial, bro. Because you paying $5 a shirt, you sell shirts for $20 to $25, you're making bread.
First of all, where are you getting the deal for $5 a shirt?
I'll give you my merch guy. He's about 5 or 6.
Yeah, because
you're gonna have to send that to everyone.
Yeah, because until he said that,
very low.
That is very low, and I will run off with the plug.
It depends what you're getting on. Like for me, for Your Story Matters,
it's like simple design.
It's if you go on like Crucial, he gonna charge you, I think, $100 and something out the gate to make the print. And then after he has a print, you're good. After he has a screen, you're straight. He can keep printing those shirts. Okay. But he charges you like $100 and something to make the screen, and then on top of what you're getting for your shirts. But yeah, I wouldn't pay no more than like $6-7 for a shirt. That's crazy.
Wow.
Man, you got any merch?
I don't have merch, but I don't really do the road like that. I basically get up in New York and LA, and occasionally like San Diego, San Francisco. I see the importance of merch. I'm planning to record an album or an EP this year, which we had talked about last time.
Yeah.
So I think like once that happens, then it's like, okay, now I can kind of have some merchandise to kind of support that a little bit also. But it's important. I think you have to have it. But it's not for every comic. Like, everybody, don't get it if you don't need it.
Yeah, don't force something. Try to have something.
Like if you're just doing bar shows in the Valley, maybe you don't need merch.
Yeah.
You mind if I sell merch, Telmo? Do you mind if?
Yeah, just set up a merch table.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Koozies and lighters back there.
I don't bring merch to like certain shows. Like if I'm doing a show, I'm like, this is not a merch show. I'm not going to sell shit here. I'm not gonna, like you said, I'm not going to sell shit at a bar show.
Right.
If I'm going on the road doing like an improv or something like that, or whatever the case may be, then I'm going to bring merch there, because as a feature, sometimes you're not making that much money. Mm-hmm. So your merch might cover your flight, and then you pocket the whole feature money.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I try to look at merch. All right, if I can get my merch to at least cover my flight or something like that, then I get to pocket the rest of this other money inside.
Also, make sure that you have merch that usually can obviously in theory, it ideally be great if you had a joke to tie around the shirt, but make sure it's short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have any jokes that are short that could be let's put this catchphrase
like a
in
phrase.
Yeah, like
right,
a catchphrase, or like you said, you reach for your thing. I don't have any.
I've seen I've seen so many people's merch where it's it doesn't have nothing to do with nothing. I'm like, what is this about? You're just really not that bitch. You know what I mean? You just really can't just be having whatever.
Well, it depends too. I think when it comes to merch, some people just buy because of you. They like you. They just buy what you have.
They want to support you.
Yeah, they be like, yo, I loved you. I can't even fit this size. I got somebody buy a medium shirt, and they didn't wear a medium, wear an extra large, and just I was like, I don't have any more extra large. They're like, I don't care. I want you to have money in your pocket because I believe in what you're doing. So it's like when you're hitting the road, that's different. It's like if you're saying
hit the road a lot, right?
Kind of, but when you're hitting locally and here, they don't give a fuck about your dream. This is LA, baby. Everybody got dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you go out to the Midwest and the South, they're looking at you like, I'm glad you're doing this. I'm proud of you type thing. Your parents be honest.
Yeah.
Or your parents are supposed to be anyways.
In theory.
Yeah, in theory.
How long you been doing it now, comedy?
I'll be 10 years in this year.
What about you, Maz?
5.
And you did theater for
My whole life.
your whole life.
Yeah, I mean, my mom is very supportive of comedy just because, she's an artist also. She's a playwright and an actor, and so, I'm just sort of, running with the baton of her dream. Like, that's how she raised me. She raised me to be an artist. I am an artist. And also, she's like, buy me a house. I'm like, okay, I will. But TV money's coming. It'll come.
But that's dope. That's dope, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. Not everyone has that. She super gets it. She loves it. She's always like, I talk about her a lot on stage, and she's always very thrilled about that. And so she just really likes it. She supports it. So
Your mom's dope.
yeah, I have a good mom.
If you guys get a chance to see Madison Shepard perform, take it. But if her mom's there, forget
Go talk to
Madison.
her.
Don't
She's
talk to
funnier.
her. Go talk to Mom
Hilarious.
Shepard. She's dope. She's really dope. My mom isn't my mom is, I would say my mom's like a recluse a little bit. Like, even when I popped, she's just like, okay.
That was her response. And
Yeah,
she wasn't like,
Cool.
I mean, she was always obviously more so focused on my health.
yeah,
She
well,
was
of
like,
course. Yeah, there's a lot going
because
on.
when she watched a Kickstarter, she was like, "Are you dying next week or something?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Did you watch a Kickstarter?" I was like, "No, I don't watch anything I'm in. Like, I'm not trying to see me."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, they made it seem like you were dying next week. And you may not make it to the filming or something." I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." So I was like, "Oh, okay, my bad, Mom. Sorry to worry you." So, but
Yeah.
I actually do have cancer, and I'm actually dealing with it right now. So, Madison, tell me more about theater. What was that like? Like, how did you get into that? I know Mom was. you said Mom's a playwright.
My parents met doing theater, so I got into it just because it was a family business, I guess. I grew up in the theater. I was always at rehearsals with my mom, or going to see plays or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I was always in the theater growing up, and then I went to Arts High. I went to conservatory in England. I came back home to LA, and I did like many years of classical theater all over Los Angeles. And then I just got sick of saying the words of like dead white men, and I was like, I'm ready to like tell a new story. And so that's kind of, I started writing my own plays, and then I sort of transitioned into just doing stand-up.
The education, they're trying to get rid of that shit anyway, slowly but surely. So
They're trying to get rid of education.
I mean, it's slowly pushing education to the back end. They're not putting money behind education like they used to.
I mean, did they ever?
I don't think they did. Not
They,
when I was growing
they
up.
definitely didn't, but they're trying to like, this is now a magnet. They're trying to turn a lot of these schools into magnet schools and shit like that, and I think it's all bullshit.
I mean, I think first of all, I think like schools for people whose brains think a certain way, like formulaic. Like the structure is, hey, it's syllabus, right? Quiz, pop quiz randomly, midterm, quiz, final. You do that for X amount of time, you get enough grades, here's your piece of paper. Oh, and also here's your student loan debt too, because we made it impossible for you to do that. And also like because are you still getting your degree?
No, but I'm still getting behind on student loans. But I'm a few classes behind. I told you I dropped out of college.
Right.
I didn't finish. I walked though. So I got those cap and gown
The mid
pictures.
still selling? You got the pictures?
I got the cap and gown pictures though. So I got those, but I didn't finish up, and it's just when I started to get more started to get angrier and angrier being in school, just being like, this shit is. I'm not going to use 90% of this stuff.
What was your major though?
It was a bunch of different things, but it pretty much ended with business marketing.
So he's a black Van Wilder, guys. That's what we're to understand.
So marketing, from the standpoint for what we do, kind of goes to a point. So I've used that, but I only had one teacher, two professors that I felt like that did it right. I had one professor like, yo, fuck these textbooks. I'm not gonna make you spend money on textbook. I'm gonna show you how to live hands-on. Like, this is hands-on stuff. So I always appreciate this particular professor because he was so dope.
I hate that. I grew up with professors that were hustlers. They're like, yo, mandatory book reading that I wrote.
That's
You're like,
crazy.
wait, can you do that? Like, I was
Well,
like, is that a conflict of interest? Like, yeah, I can. Here's a political science book. I wrote it, mandatory, $200, no discount.
The guy who was my like main acting teacher in college made us read his stupid fucking book. It was very boring.
Well, he had a book also, but he also was like, my book is also $40 instead of $150.
Right.
So, do you want to do this or not? And everybody was like $40.
Mm-hmm.
And you went to where for college?
I went to I went to a few different colleges, but I went to HBCU, Alabama State, a black college.
Okay.
And then I came back down here and went to Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you graduate with the pictures from Cal State or from?
For the pictures from Cal State.
Okay.
Graduate, I got some pictures from Cal State Dominguez Hills.
I don't know how you did that, man. When
all you gotta do is have credits. If you have enough credits to walk, you can walk.
Oh.
So since I changed my major so many times, I had like a bunch of fucking credits, but they were towards physical therapy, occupational therapy, fucking. They were towards different things.
Yeah, But you went to a performing arts college.
Yeah. I went to conservatory.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, so it means that I didn't take any classes that are of use, like English, science, math. I took literature and criticism. I took voice.
Literature and criticism?
Yeah, so like reading like text and then being able to like analyze it and know what's being said.
What?
Took a lot of movement classes, took acting classes, took dance classes, took stage combat, like all this different kind of education.
So it's not just like plays and shit. Like
no, it was like how to be an actor, how to be like a theater artist. More of being an actor is being someone who is an artist, but also has to have an exceptional amount of business acumen to be a professional actor.
I think it's the same for comedy in that regard also. Like, you got to have your shit together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got to know how to write and send invoices.
A professional email.
Yeah, professional email, invoices, booking requests.
We just started a show called Bonfire Stories. Myself and a comedian named Ice McGowan.
Okay.
That's like my love right now. It's pretty much it's a strictly storytelling show. We want you to be dark and edgy. We don't want you to be just a story. We want you to go like kind of dark, and then the audience gets to ask you questions about your story. So it's a cool little interaction with the audience. They're like, yo, why did you do this? Or how did this happen? And stuff like that. So we do that once a month.
Do they get to ask that during your set or?
No, we let you tell the story, and then you ask.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're still kind of messing with the format, but that's right now the format that we feel comfortable with is letting you get your story out, and then they get to ask you, hey, why did this or X, Y, Z? And a lot of times it helps the comedian either add stuff onto their story, like, oh yeah, this is why, and they've added stuff to that particular bit or to that story. And I want to continue to get paid and pay comics because, like you said, we got shit to do. We got rent to pay. We in relationships. We got to go on dates, motherfucker. Like right now, I don't have a day job, and I don't want to have one.
Yeah.
You know, I was fortunate to make a good amount of money doing comedy and acting that I don't have to have one. But this shit is tight, bro. This shit is like, it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to go tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So
I went back to my old job. Like the last job I had before cancer, I went to AMDA.
Oh, really?
I was working at AMDA, and I went to them like,
yeah, with the humble hat take off.
Yeah,
hey, how you doing, son?
I was like, you know how the biz is.
Bro.
It ebbs, it flows.
Actually, they probably understand better than anybody. I have a bit about it right now about how I had a resident like stalk me basically, and like harass me, like go through my social media and like write all this crazy shit about me and stuff.
Like not like just like heart emojis, but like weirdo shit.
No, like writing like horrible things about me, like mean. I was wild.
So they stalked your social media
To be negative.
be negative.
Yeah, trolled me fully.
Did you like file like a restraining order?
I tried to, but
they can't do
they
anything.
wouldn't. And I'm like, this bitch, our apartment doors face each other, and she has like all these crazy like adult children. I'm like, I might be in danger of my safety right now.
You didn't do anything for like calling cops and whatever for slander, suing for slander or anything like that?
I did try. I brought my white mom to the police station and everything.
Ooh,
like I brought
that
an
is
old
the
white
Trump-
lady to
Bah!
like
That right there.
come and help me report
Mom?
the crime.
They're looking for Florida evidence.
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah.
Out walks this white lady. My
Yeah.
daughter's serious, and I'm serious. Take her serious.
Yeah.
Like how many times have you done hot tub?
I've done it twice, but I had to like really. That's after like 2.5 years of like emailing pretty consistently.
Yeah.
And it wasn't through the booker who booked me. I had to go through one of the hosts to get a spot. And the second spot. The second time I did it, I was getting a tape for something. And I basically had to go in on a favor because I'm like, also, that show doesn't really book women of color. Like, if you look at those lineups, they are lacking in women of color. Mm-hmm. A lot of men of color, a lot of younger comics who are men of color, but not a lot of young women of color who are comedians. And they have a real problem. So the way I got in was through the side door, you know? And I know some other people who got it who also had to do that. But I know a list of, like, very talented black and brown female comics in LA who they don't even...
Can you name some right now?
I'm not gonna name names for who didn't get that show.
Oh, no.
I'm
sorry. Now I meant, like, could you just, like, we could shout them out.
People who I love Crystal Adams. I love Danielle Perez. I love Atsuko Akatsuka. Christine Medrano is a G. Teresa Lee. Katrina Davis. I mean, there's so many women who are, let's say, less than 10 years in comedy and of color who don't get enough stage time, period. See, I think that lineup should be at least half, like, male and half female, because that's pretty much what the population is.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Here's something else I thought about.
I think it's like to balance it. Like, there are always women in the audience. If people are, like, if we're talking about straight people going on a date, for example, there is always a female with a male. You know what I mean? If we're talking about lesbian couples, there's two women in the audience. So it's like, it's business-wise beneficial to book
more
women, I think.
I think a lot of time, I think subconsciously even producers fall into this, is the fact that they're like, oh, if we book half and half of the people who are, like, similar color or similar gender, then they're going to be talking about the same things.
But, I mean, that's what... Yeah. How do you justify that with lineups that are... I mean, I guess that does happen when it's all white male lineups.
Yeah.
But that's because, again, you're not being diverse. I mean, booking is not a science, but an art, and you have to know how to do it well. Yeah. And it takes time to, like, learn that muscle.
Is tokenism a form of diversity?
No.
I didn't think so. What about you?
No.
Cool. That concludes that.
I mean, you're asking two people who probably get put in that position. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know for mine, like, a lot of the comics that I know, like, because even one of the other guy that helps me book, he'll be like, he doesn't know too many female comics because he's younger in the game than I do. I know a lot more, and a lot more female comics, a lot more female comics of color. So I make sure I look out. I'm like, I go get somebody like Cornelia Stradwick, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I got Samantha Abrams on the next show and Nicole Amy on the next show. And it's only 4 comics. Right. So our show's there's two hosts, but it's only 4 comics, so it's half and half.
Right.
Just like she said. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's how we try to look at it. It's like if we can't get another woman on there, it's like we just don't. But we make sure a woman's on every show for sure. Like it's like either half. Or he's like, oh, I can't find one. It's too late for me. I'm like, I can't get. I asked a girl, she couldn't get on, so I hit one of my other homies up. He can do it at the last minute. Then boom.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things too, where it's like, if you can't for some reason get a woman, ask a woman, who is your homegirl? Tell her to recommend you. Who are your favorite 3 women doing comedy in LA right now? And she's gonna name you 3 women who are hopefully gonna be like different from her, and whatever. I just think it's like. There's just some like laziness about booking women still, and I'm like, how do you call yourself an active comedian in the community and you don't know the community? I feel like they're intimidated by. I mean, black dudes are some of the funniest people in America. Period. You know what I mean?
Interview's over.
There's a club that I when I go to a lot of times, and I perform there, and they'll tell their white friend, "Oh, you crushed tonight. Oh, you killed it tonight." And I'm like, damn, they think this is crushing.
Yeah.
They get told an average set is crushing. So that's why a lot of times too, they're cocky as shit.
Who was the first comic you guys saw live crush?
Saw a live crush?
Yeah.
Tony Roberts.
Tony Roberts? What about you, man?
Oh, okay, so why am I blanking on his name right now?
Guess he didn't crush that. No,
he did. Malcolm and
Eddie Griffin?
Yes, I saw him crush at like some weird theater in Hollywood, like at some like Sunday night show, and he just fucking came in there, destroyed.
Eddie Griffin's a monster.
First person I saw
he
crush.
did like 30 minutes he was just gonna do like a drop in whatever on the way to the club, but he like
stretched that out.
Just killed us, and there was maybe 10 people in the room. It was
that's
amazing.
the best.
It was
that's the best.
It was
The
like
intimate crushing. Oh man,
feeling.
you could just riff like, oh man, fuck the material. I'm checking material in the sky, man.
That's why it was so funny. I think.
Yes,
but I think also people like him too. He's just funny.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
He is just a funny motherfucker. Who'd you say? You gonna say?
I was gonna say the person I saw crush the hardest was Kiwi Rogers. I saw him in Seattle. I saw him in Seattle at the Parlor in Bellevue, and he was just so smooth. And to me, crushing is like, because an hour is now, I guess, becoming the standard of what people are trying to do. Like that's always been the goal, to be funny for an hour. But like an hour isn't like balls to the wall, 0 to 60 the whole time. It paces itself. It goes like that until like you look up, you see them doing their last call. You know, the waiters, the servers are dropping the tabs, and you're just like, you're like, I want more. Yeah. Like, are you serious? This is an hour flew by already? He's like, yeah, man, this, that, and the third. And it's like, it was amazing to see him. He was so smooth. And now looking back on it now, I realize, after having done it a decade, you're like, okay, I get how he did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was like,
how? Mind blown.
Yeah, you're just like, I want to do this. Like, obviously, like, I came up watching. Because I feel like the people I look up to are like 2 classes above me, and they're like all people I know, like Nate Bargatze, Rory Scovel, you know, Kyle Kinane, people I know. I'm like, I look at them still. I'm like, the gap might be closing in my head, but they just keep getting better and better. And so I'm like, man. But Kiwi Rogers, black comic who I saw just smoothly crushed. Like, he could have been in a cruise ship. It was so smooth. It was that smooth, man. It's like, look it up. The nigga's funny.
When I saw Tony Roberts, I saw him at USC, and it was you said it's like he's actually balls to the wall for an hour.
Yeah.
It was like literally from start to finish, the crowd was low energy, and he's super high energy, so he said, fuck that. And he went balls to the wall for an hour. I came out of his show tired. Like, God, I'm glad it's over in the sense of like, not in a bad way, but like, Jesus, I'm tired from laughing for literally an hour straight. That's how hard he went. He had me in actual fucking tears.
I don't know if I want to. I don't think. That's not my style of comedy.
That's not my style either. But I respect that he can keep that energy for an hour straight. That's difficult, man.
Yeah.
What are your goals? Like for like comedy, like, you know, like seriously, like what do you want? Like what's the dream?
The next
step.
The next step is to get a late night set, and I want to tour and like do clubs. So basically, late night set, and then like just develop into a nationally touring headliner, and then have like an hour special somewhere, like eventually. Maybe, you know, half hour, quarter hour in between. I'd be fine. I'd be thrilled. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's kind of like what I want.
That's crazy. What about you?
In terms of stand-up. But, you know, there's other goals in there too, but that's a stand-up.
Let's hear some of those too.
Oh, just like, you know, TV show with my name in the title. I want to act and I want to write for the rest of my life. And do stand-up.
I want to name my next special Purgatory because it's like, I'm like stuck in this space where it's like, I'm above open micer, like good comics, so I can't get like a Comedy Central half hour or something like that. I don't want to take away from somebody else, and like I'm not like.
Oh, you don't want to take it away, Quincy?
I don't want to take it away from somebody else who might have.
If they asked you if you want to do a half hour, you say no.
Yeah, why would I?
I think you're doing a Comedy Central half hour special.
I wouldn't do a Comedy Central half hour.
I think you're doing a Comedy.
I wouldn't do it.
I think you would.
Why would I do a Comedy Central half hour?
Because there's people with hours who've already done them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then it's Comedy Central being on their platform puts you in a different space too.
Yeah.
Different space at HBO?
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, because it's not cable.
Comedy Central also is like good about like recycling their talent. So like if you do something for them here, they'll put you in other places. Now
they're looking at you like, all right, we got this show.
You're added to their ecosystem.
Yeah. And HBO, I mean, HBO considered the hierarchy of specials, but
no one is shitting on your HBO special. Let's just be
clear.
I'm not.
I didn't take it as that. I was saying like Comedy
Central. But I'm just had to look like we were saying like it was. It's not that. It's just like a different thing.
Okay, how do you guys' relationships play into your comedy? Do you guys get material off it? Do you run bits by them, or how does your relationship affect and or influence your comedy?
My boyfriend doesn't do comedy, thankfully.
She made it out.
I made it out.
She made it out.
He doesn't do comedy, but he's like he writes and stuff, and he's a comedy fan. So,
is he a writer or like?
Yeah, he writes. Yeah, he's a writer. I don't really talk about him on stage that much. I'm starting to talk about him a little bit, but yeah, it's sort of like a separate thing. You know, he's very supportive of my comedy, though.
Yeah, I've ran stuff by her before because I know she's a writer. Right now, she's writing on a comedy. I have some jokes about her that she'll be like,
She's a huge fan of, right?
No, because nothing's necessarily bad about her. Like I'm not gonna. A lot of times, if I'm going to do something, it's like I find a way to make it. It's probably my fault. You know what I'm
where you're the bad guy in the story.
Because I'm not gonna, especially the woman that I'm with, I'm not gonna destroy her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
No, I mean,
yeah,
you don't have to.
Yeah. So some things will be her fault, but I'll be like, I know how my brain works. So I'll be like, my brain takes it further than probably what it really meant. But she's super supportive. She motivates me a lot. Like when there's times I don't want to get out, like she's never been that girlfriend where it's like spend time with me today. She's like, nigga, did you go to a mic this week or did you go somewhere this week? Go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like she's like, bro, get up on that goddamn stage, bro.
You know,
like
you have to keep getting up. You know, he's very supportive. He'll help me get places if I need help, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's very much like that too.
Yeah,
So I feel like support from your partner helps make the journey. I think having a partner, but especially a supportive partner, makes the journey a little more bearable. Because like
makes it possible.
Like, do you think this joke works, or can I run this bit by you? You know what I'm saying? Because they, outsiders have a unique perspective.
Yeah.
But then like the person I was dating sort of got into comedy, and I was like, I just gotta.
I never been that dude that was like. Afraid to date a female comic or
you haven't dated one?
I mean, I have.
You should be afraid to date other.
No, I have technically dated a comic.
Not technically dated.
Yeah,
like, y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend. Not technically.
Hidden shows together.
Not
but Mike's
like, not
seen
just
in the
like
scene
we
as a unit. Keenan as
but
a
here,
Keenan the queen of your brain.
That's true, but I guess still, even my mentality is my ego is not in the sense of like if she's getting booked more than me. Like I understand that a female comic, if she's funny, she's gonna get booked more than you if you're funny. That's just how it's probably gonna roll in a lot of cases. At least from all the people that I know, that's always happened. They had a girlfriend that was a comedian, and their partner was funnier.
Than a couple of comics whose boyfriends get booked more than them, who are also comics.
Well, I'm not saying. I guess not in all cases, but in a lot of cases that I know of. That was the case, and then the guy got jealous. It was always a guy getting jealous. It's always a female comic saying...
Yeah, I can say that for sure that anytime with a female comic, I've never seen any of my homegirls or myself been jealous of something that our boyfriends got.
Right.
However, I have heard and seen that on the other side.
Exactly. Like when I see a lot of times those relationships with male and female comics, it's always it's always about the career getting in the way and somebody hating on the other one. Most of the time, the man hating on the woman. Or, somebody getting bigger than the other one quicker. She was 2 years in, he was 9 or 10 years in, and she got shit faster than him. And he's like, I've been doing this my whole fucking life, or half my life. And she hasn't. And then now he's kind of like, he's feeling a certain way.
I understand both sides. But at the same time, it's like, if the way I view relationships is if my partner's winning,
we winning.
Then we winning.
We winning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if she gets on and she gets a show, cool. Then... we could figure out something. We could take her credits and somehow springboard it into like make it something for us to participate in.
I'm thinking about a very famous couple who's doing that, just making coin, being like a joint situation together.
Who?
Well, I think the way that Natasha Leggero and Moshe Kasher are doing it, where they're just like,
the honeymoon tour.
Let's take our shit, combine it together, and then also we can go on the road together. We can like make coin. We can like fucking do it. Sell TV shows, like all of that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It should be a unit. Like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like a dinosaur when it comes to how I view relationships of being like, two independent people coming together for the same common goal of their relationship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We complement each other. We don't complete each other. We balance each other out. We calibrate each other. It's like, if I'm hot-headed, she's got to be calmer. If she's hot-headed, I got to be calmer. You know what I'm saying? We got to communicate, to understand. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you just said the key word is communication. I don't think, and not just like comedian relationships in general, the communication and the goals are not the same.
What are you guys investing in for the future to see like that you hope pays out quicker?
I'm trying to it's a whole, if you want to become a millionaire, you got to have different revenue.
Streams of revenue.
Yeah. So it's like different things I'm doing. I'm trying to I know people do podcasts. I'm trying to like make sure I want to get paid doing the podcast stuff, touring with the podcast. I want to get my comedy CD on Sirius XM so I can get paid from that. So it's like I'm trying to invest in these different things so I can make money in different streams. Like you said, writing, acting, all those different things. Because I understand like stand-up comedy, like something else might pop first.
Right.
Like acting might pop before my stand-up, even though I've been doing stand-up longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm investing in different avenues that I enjoy doing too, that I love.
How do you guys make money to invest your money? You say you got a day job, so there's that. What about you? You say you're no longer in a day job. How are you? Was it like commercial money or like?
Yeah, luckily my commercial money has came back around twice in the sense of 2 years.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's a holiday commercial, so hopefully they bring it back again this year towards Christmas time.
Holiday commercials are the best.
Yeah,
they make a lot of money. They'll just keep playing that forever.
And that shit has literally saved me financially. If I didn't have that commercial, I would be out on the streets.
He'd be me, guys. He'd be me.
I'll probably been single. We did. She started this thing like a month or so ago. She started this little basket where you put one free date and one paid date into this basket. We got to put an idea. So whatever date that doesn't cost you money, you put in this basket, and then like once a week she'll pull it out. And she'll be like, all right, this is a free date. We're going to go here. And when she said that shit.
Are you taking notes right now?
Damn right I am taking notes.
That was like
one free date, one movie, one paid date.
Yeah, and then like you said, we have AMC A-list, so that gives us a lot of different things. There's a lot of good movies coming out. But she'll be like, all right, this free date, we can go to this particular museum. She likes museums and stuff like that. She'll be like, this museum's actually free. We can go there. Parking's free. We go there and chill. I'll come back and make us dinner. And honestly, I realize when my lady and I go out, I see how happy she is coming home. Mm-hmm. She wants to do certain things for me more, instead of always staying in the house and doing nothing.
Well, I wasn't saying that.
No. Yeah, I'm just saying in general.
I don't want to be like.
She don't mind chilling in the house, but when we do go out, she be like, she comes home and I see her energy is picked up because she just likes date things. She's like one of those girls like I like going out on dates. But she understands we're both tight for cash, so that's why she came up with that idea of the free date thing. I was like, that shit is dope. I was like excited about that.
We're trying to do once a week a free date that is not comedy related.
Yeah,
Ooh.
That's good too.
What's the worst show and best show you guys have done in LA? Not the best set you've had, the best show.
Best show meaning?
Like everyone on it was solid.
I did Venice Underground last year.
Love Venice Underground.
This was like a...
Bronson still run that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't done that in a minute.
Yeah. I would say that was probably the best. And the worst, I mean, look, I've run all sorts of shows, and I'll just throw one of my shows under the bus. I've produced shows where there's literally like just comics. And that's probably some of the worst.
That was not Gentrification, which was one of my favorite shows.
That was a fun show.
That was a great show. I was sad when it ended. Yeah. I was upset.
Quincy was mad he didn't have a spot.
I was upset. I was upset about that. I was like, man, now what I got? I got to go open mics, man.
But yeah, I'm not gonna throw anybody else's show under the bus because it all ebbs and flows. You know?
I am.
I will throw somebody's show under the bus. Fuck this nigga. So he's not a comedian. He just did a poor job putting this particular event together. But the best show I ever did was when we did this. We had our little comedic rights tour going on with me, Tony Baker, Keenan, Chaz, and Brandon Lewis. And DC Urban, that's like our, that's like my crew pretty much. True, yeah. And we did, even though it was at Flappers, the show was just fire. Like I want to say that show. I'm gonna go for the Oakland show. We did a show in Oakland.
Well, it has to be in LA.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, LA. Yeah. So it was Flappers. So it was like
even better.
I'm sorry about that. We all were on fire that night. I think it might have been the Valentine's Day show. We all just lit the stage on fire, and everybody got better and better and better and better and better throughout the set. Worst show was a show where this dude lied to us, and he said he came to an open mic. He came to Marty's, right?
Right.
And he was looking for comedians, and this is when Marty's was like the best open mic in the city before it became what it was, and now nothing. But Marty's was the best mic in the city for a very long time. And when we went there, he came through and he was like, this dude came through. He was like, yo, I got this play, right? And this play, these bank robbers are going to be hiding in this comedy club, and y'all gonna do, they're gonna come into y'all doing stand-up comedy. So I'm thinking, he's like, so you gotta come suited and booted. I hate wearing suits on stage. So we get to this particular event.
I mean, none of this should have. All of this is a red flag.
Yeah. I love how he said, yo, we got a little sketch going on, but I hate wearing suits.
No.
Like, that's the deal.
No, it wasn't happening at Marty's. He came to us. He was looking for comedians.
Right.
So it was at the theater. It was at the on La Brea. I think it's called like.
Right there below Melrose. That one right there.
Yeah, I think it's like Regency or
Region or something like that.
Region, something like that. Yeah, it's a pretty big theater. So it was going to be there. So he was recruiting comics to help him out because he didn't know the comedy scene. So I told him I'd do it. So like we get down there during the date, it's like 25 comics.
So many.
We get there, it's about 300 people, but there's still a lot of empty seats in this place. And now there's no. He's like, oh yeah, there ain't gonna be no play. Now it's Apollo style. And nigga, I'm under 6 months in. I'm under 6 months in comedy. So bruh. Niggas is taking L's. Boo! He's telling people, yo, if this nigga trash, boom. So I go on stage. With my fucking suited and booted nigga. And I came on stage and I think I opened with like, I said something like, yo, hey man, I had a joke about the police. I was like, yo, fuck the police. Police. And just echoed, police. I said, oh shit. And I proceeded to take the L of L's. I did some crowd work, got him back, got into material, bombed again. The nigga came on stage that ran the show. He said, hey, brother, just give me the microphone. It's over. It's over. It's done. And I'm sitting there like, all right. Gave the microphone. He said, go ahead. He guided me off stage. This nigga guided me off stage while the crowd is booing my brains out, bro. Booing my soul away. I'm just getting eased off
stage. Jesus Christ.
Worse. But that's when I knew I loved comedy too, because I immediately was like, I gotta get back on stage and redeem myself and get that work and get better. So I'll take that. But that moment, bro, was soul crushing.
Bro, I've never been booed. However, I've had keys jingled at me.
Maverick Flats?
Nah, a place called Uptown in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you're about 3 to 5 years in, you start wanting to go out the road, so you start booking shows and blowing more money than you'll ever even make back. So you're like, all right, cool. So I did that, and I wanted to do a black room, because I did a black room in Tacoma. I did Nate Jackson's old room.
And you got cocky because you killed?
I didn't just kill. Kill was like, oh man, you like, people like, ha ha. Like niggas, like one dude knocked over a drink. Like it was a strong ass for a set full of niggas.
Yeah,
it was a strong set. Uptown, Atlanta, 2014. These niggas jingle keys. And I came up, jingle keys. Didn't even say a word. They just jingled, man. They just jingled keys. And then one person looked at it and was like, I was like, they ain't even here. I was like, oh, they're like, you guys got to at least let them say something.
Oh,
you got to at least let them say something. So they put the keys down. But now you're rattled. Your confidence is rattled. You're shattered. You're like, all right, man.
Your voice didn't squeak, did it?
Y'all know. And then I did the whitest thing possible.
No.
Asked a question about something that I knew they hadn't. Don't y'all hate elevator music? Boo! Keys jingle. I went through keys. Well, the nigga threw the keys at me, man. Oh man, you don't know hurt until someone throws keys at you. Not even to try and hit you, just throws it on the stage. Just one, like someone from like the table from here is like,
give up, give up, nigga.
I was like, they're like, all right,
take my car home.
After that, I was so hurt. I was like in the hotel. I was at my cousin's house, depressed. You ever had a set go so bad, depressed? And I get producers. Producers, this is a word out there for y'all. Don't lie about the show, okay? Tell people honestly if the show isn't going according to plan. At least we can assess the situation and be like, all right, cool. But I saw a comic the other day. He went up to a show. The show wasn't up to his liking. He didn't go up.
Yeah. Just
like that. He stayed there, supported, just didn't want to perform.
Wait, he was booked?
He was booked.
I don't know. I'm a fan of that. If you book, just do your time, bro.
Yeah, do your time and get out.
Do your time and get out of there, bro.
But I mean, certain people can do that, but
is this person?
Are they famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're famous.
Oh well, that's why.
Not like super famous, but like Comedy Store Pass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they can do that.
Yeah.
Most of us can't, though. I don't think.
I would, and I'm not famous at all. But I definitely would not do it.
I wouldn't go to the show if that's the case. I would have walked in like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know. I don't know.
Have you ever like showed up to a show, saw it, and then got back in your car?
Never did that.
No.
I've always performed at every show that I was booked on that I walked into, and they would be like, fuck, it's 2 people. I'm like, well, I'm here. I'm gonna take this L, and it is what it is. But that's my thing. I'm like, I don't care. It's Comedy Store. To me, Comedy Store famous ain't famous enough to do no shit like that. You got to be like a TV, like known on TV, and probably be like, I don't, whatever. And if it's not a paid book, like, but if they book me, and I'm like 3, and I'm probably gonna say something about, and this nigga told me, I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna just do myself. I'm gonna be like, man, this is some bullshit. I'm gonna call it out.
One time I got booked on a show on the West Side by this guy who told me that it was a book show, it was a book spot, and I've been booked at that bar before, so I was like, okay, cool. Not realizing that in the couple of years between the first time and the most recent time I did it, that it had turned into an open mic. And he made me sign up for a spot and then sit there and wait, and I was like,
that's different.
We're not gonna do this.
Yeah.
And so then I literally just got my purse and left.
That's a whole different ball. I would have been heated, because now
I'd be like, yo, appreciate the spot, dude.
I didn't even say anything to him. I was like,
oh yeah.
I was just like,
I get you not even saying nothing. That's different.
Yeah, like he lied to me, and then he was like, sign this list. I'm like, absolutely not.
He booked you and then told you to sign the list?
Yeah, I did get a free drink out of it though, because the first thing I get my free drink.
Yeah, they should pay.
Ticket and then get the fuck out.
Got the fuck out, yeah.
Anyways, man, what's your social media so people can find you across the board? What is it?
At Madison Shepard on Twitter. I'm looking at this camera?
You can look at this guy.
Okay. At Madison Shepard on Twitter. At Madison_Shepard on Instagram. Official Madison Shepard page on Facebook. Please like it. I need likes.
I'll like it.
You can also find dates on my website, themadisonshepard.com.
Keenan Baker on everything. Keenan Baker. Yeah, I don't know when this is when you putting this out.
Sunday.
Okay. Bonfire Stories, July 31st. Come through, check it out. Hit me up on my social media, find out the date and time. The time.
Location?
And, it'll be like kind of Glendale-ish.
Okay.
Glendale-ish. Yeah, and I got a few different podcasts, man.
You want to tell them about that?
Yeah.
Your anime
the hook?
one?
What's the hook in animation? So watch that. You in the anime and stuff like that. And yeah, man. Appreciate you, Quince.
Thank you. I'm LLQJ206 across the board. IG, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. LLQJ206. And that's also my website. So stay tuned. We're posting those there.